unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Up next, it's our main event between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Leading the Raiders sideline, that is head coach Pete Carroll. These guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. On the opposing sideline, head coach of the Commanders, Dan Quinn. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And we're off and running from Landover. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013.
Here we go.
They'll run for it with White. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. His team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Now the Commanders will get their down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. It's now second.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop potential pick six?
Leads to second and goal.
Smith to the air now. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Tyler Lockett the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time,
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a one-score game in the first half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
They're now on 4th down. The Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. There's a 40-40-yard look from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, working between the two of them.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. He's got it. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a one-score game before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys have made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run. And he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on the screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of the quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Quickly out wide, Daniels has room down the left sideline. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss. I know it's not a touchdown, but that's a...
Smith. So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our third quarter. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Carlson's kick is good, and that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable.
Go now. 18 Cardinal.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Has room into the secondary, and that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that.
First and goal, they're going option. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Geno Smith with a touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after. This one set up for Daniels. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from DC.